message for all of my Taurians. Welcome to the Taurus Show. If you are new, welcome to our Love Nest over here on Talk Taurus Tarot. If you're returning, welcome back, you guys, for the Taurus Show. If you've never watched the show, I will let you know what's gonna happen in the show. We kind of do a little bit of everything. So we do a little bit of love, a little bit of career, and finances. We also get spirit's message, and then we tap in and we see what's going on with your person, what's going on in the ethers in regards to that situation. But before we do anything, we always start off with what is Taurus's current energy on this Good Friday. Happy Venusian Day, you guys. I am so excited that it's the weekend. I did a reading earlier today, and it was a telepathic message. It was pretty interesting. So I'm curious to see if it comes out in this reading. But that's neither here nor there. Let me pull up the chat right quick, you guys. Hold on. Say what's up to all my folk in the comments. I hope y'all had a really good week. I hope everybody is planning on getting some rest this weekend. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. Let's pull up the channel. Let's pull up this live. Make this bigger. All right. What's up, Phil West? What's up, Michael? Hi, C Love. Hey, girlfriend. What's up, Queen C? What's up, Empath, Ricky? You can always email me at either talktequila@gmail.com or talktaurustarot@gmail.com. It's going to be in the About Me. Yes, and in the description boxes as well. Thank you. Thank you, Empath. Hi, Stephen D. So I also wanted to mention to you guys as well that at the very end, I will be pulling, I'm going to have you guys drop questions in the comment section. It will just be like yes or no answers. So if you want to get a yes or no answer, just like a quick yes or no, I'm going to do it at the end for however long my energy allows. So let's get these messages. Let's get it on and popping. Hey, Rebecca. I'm glad that it resonated. You guys, we're going to start with the Taurus energy. So, Taurus, your current energy is stalking, intimidation, and confrontation. Okay. We have 13. So, this could very well be someone that's dead to you, someone that you blocked that is stalking you. Okay, that could very well be the situation here. We also have trust. Okay, so I'm picking up catfish energy as well. So you may have dealt with situations where you can't really trust people. Right now, it feels like people are not really showing up. It feels like your external environment. That's what I feel like. You're like people in the world. Like you can't be too trusting to the people in the world today, because nowadays people snatching people up. You got the men in black wiping memories. Okay, so this has a lot to do with your stability. So this is showing up in every area of your life. Like people are out here fighting. There's a lot of quarreling, disruption in the world today. So I just feel like right now, the only thing that you feel like you can trust is your career path or your life purpose or going after your dreams. Because right now it's like emotions are always fluctuating. Sometimes people are in their right state of mind and sometimes they're not. And I feel like Taurus, we all have learned many lessons about, overextending ourselves to people, and then by nighttime they're one way and then by daytime they're another. So I feel like this is especially the energy of my Taurians that have learned a lot of hard lessons. And I know y'all hear that a lot, but you may have done something before in your past, Taurus, where maybe you helped a person that didn't have anywhere to go. You probably helped them out. Maybe they stole from you. Maybe you did something like Good Samaritan type of work and then they betrayed you. So this is telling me that this is based off of having experiences that didn't leave you with any type of closure that would make sense as to why another person would do something like that, why another person would take from another person or betray another person to that degree. You know what I'm saying? So you do have a reason to have this perception of the people in the world today. It ain't coming like you're not just blowing smoke out your ass. This is like real life shit. And I feel like with the men in black, it's like some of y'all really do feel like there's like a hidden agenda, or there's people that are kind of puppeteering and making, this happen, but at the same time, you don't want to be caught up in one of them situations where, you know, you thought it was a green light, but really spirit was like, no, don't go that way. You don't want some things to pop off or take off, and then it turns out being, I don't even know who that person was. I also feel like, Taurus, you may attract a lot of people that have a lot of shadow, a lot of negative energy on like a magnet. Yeah, it's like you may attract people that they're just not the person that you usually think they are at first glance. But spirit is saying this isn't an issue of if they're actually that way. You, Taurus, you tend to give people opportunities even though your intuition tells you not to. Your intuition would tell you no, but you're like, well, maybe it's a blessing, or maybe it's one of those times where I'm meant to just go with it, and then it bites you in the ass. So now you're left not knowing what the hell you should do or what direction you should really go in when it comes to dealing with people outside of yourself. And you may really be swinging your pendulum trying to get an answer, or needing, like, you're gonna have to be very frank with me, like, don't don't give me no message in circles, tell me yes or no. Because at this point you ready to hold people accountable. You ready to hold people accountable for telling you to do the wrong, for telling you to do the wrong thing. You ready to fight. Oh, I'm laughing with you, not at you. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. So let's see. What I told you, the Queen of Swords? Absolutely. I mean, you're a really nice person. I feel like you're a really nice person. You're very honest. Okay, because you can see the bullshit. That's what I feel like. Spirit is saying you see clearly. You're very psychic. You're very in tune. You can see clearly, but you give people an inch and they always take a mile. But it's like you don't know if you're meant to give people an inch every single time. Like if that's the right thing to do. So you kind of like trial and error with it. Eh. Okay, so when someone is very eager to get to know you, eager to get to you, eager to have you, sometimes it's a red flag. This is like moth to a flame burned by desire. All right. You will have someone, these are like quick flames that quickly die out. All right. There's like this energy of you're very mysterious. You come off very calculated to a person. They can't really figure you out or read you. So you get a lot of opportunities towards you. Like your career may really be booming, or people may really come to you. And sometimes when you're doing like your life purpose work or whatever you do for work, you could work in a hospital and you may see a lot of people come into the hospital, and you could just tell like they're off or they got something going on with them. Sometimes when you go back home to your regular life, it's hard to separate your work life from your own personal life, because you may be empathically absorbing the light and the dark, and you're always having to decipher or discern between the two. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of times you have to pick apart certain situations in order to be able to test another person to see if they have if they're coming towards you with good motives, or if they're coming towards you with good intentions. But it's exhausting. I feel like the reason why it's exhausting is because this is like leaving a light plugged into the socket and never turning it off. Running up your light bill is pretty much what it's saying. So now, because you're exhausted, you have, in some degree, resulted to hiding yourself. Like Spirit is saying, there's a part of you that you hide. And when you do that, it's like you turn off your glow. You know what I'm saying? You turn off your ability to magnetize or manifest around you, because you go into like protective mode. So when certain people come around that make you feel off or imbalanced, you will literally like cloak yourself and just kind of blend in, and just not stir up the room, or to not start any confrontation. Like, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me. You know what I'm saying? You ever had that feeling where like you really don't want to be bothered with a situation, where you kind of like, you can feel like the person is about to come towards you and ask you something, or say something, and it's like you try to repel it. And when you do that, you resist. You know what I'm saying? You resist shining your light brightly. And I feel like you need to be able to shine your light brightly, so you're not in a state of fear around someone stalking you, or you're not in a state of fear around someone trying to intimidate you into changing who you are. It's like your blessing that you will start to realize this, because it has something to do with your life purpose, is your confidence. Your confidence to go after certain things, your confidence to take on certain relationships comes from you blinding people. So when someone comes towards you and they have ill intentions, who told you you couldn't curse a motherfucker out? Who told you you couldn't tell them what they needed to fucking hear? You have to be able to meet the energy with what you get. You get what you give. But this is giving me this energy where sometimes, maybe you were taught this, that, it's better. What's the saying that they say? Like you win more with honey than you do salt. You know what I'm saying? Or a soft answer turns away wrath. That is like something that's taught, that I can trust in these fables, or I can trust in these sayings as familiar forms of engagement. But really, why do I have to give a person a soft answer in order to make them choose to do the right thing? At that point, I'm working my mental mind. I'm using my mental power for myself and another human being. How about I give you one better? How about, if you don't know how to behave a certain way, or you don't know how to act right, I'm going to whoop your ass like your mama should have done. That is not the energy that someone is, you know, comfortable with doing. But I do feel like it's a part of some type of lesson that's attached to your life purpose. Like, Ooh, some of y'all may have been that type of person before, and I feel like it just made them want you even more. What type of person, people do y'all be attracting? Cause I feel like for some of you, when you talk like that, they like, oh, some of y'all when you talk very like stern and or you just tell it like it is, it makes a person want you even more. OMG. Anywho, we go. I ain't never seen nothing like that, but I mean, it does make sense. You may that's what is wrong with people. This is literally like someone like energies coming towards you because they may come to you real recklessly, like real fast, like a bat out of hell. And it's like, I just came so you can tell me to get out your face. This is like, go home, Roger. Go home, Roger. And they just like, okay, I go home. Oh my goodness. They're extremely persistent. Um Passionate. Like this is like very passionate energy. You got coping, reaching out. Yeah, you attract a lot of people that have addictions. They have like, yeah, they're addicted to using you as a coping mechanism. They may literally like, I need your good energy. This is definitely a form of incubus, succubus type of energy where it's like, it's like this needy, clingy type of energy, and it's through an addiction. That's how I feel. You make, yeah. Even if they can just get a rise out of you just for a little bit, even if they can get you to look in their direction just for a little bit, it's just something here where, you know, you might want to be careful. Yep, yeah, with who you have sex with, because I feel like these are like, it can be very draining. You know what I'm saying? If a person is using you as the source to make them feel better, they're externalizing their own power. They're kind of like empty in a sense. They have a void. And it's like, yep, Taurus, you're going to be that person that makes me into a better person. Like your love can cure me. Your love can like, this is, I just know it's meant to be. How the hell did they know that? And then the way that you talk to these people, it should really like repel them, but it's like nectar. I feel like you, yeah, this is like putting on bug spray and the bug spray do not fucking work. It's like y'all putting sugar water on. Just putting on sugar water. And it's like no matter where you go, you still find people that stalk you. And I feel like this is you, um like your entire life purpose looks like you trusting your gut feeling. Trusting your gut feeling. And these people are coming towards you to teach you how to trust your gut feeling. How to, like, this is like being the perfect gambler. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to gamble with your life or you're going to gamble in certain areas, you might want to know the game really well. And the only way to learn the game really well is to come across a lot of crazies or to come across a lot of people that are here there for a good time and not a long time. This is like playing the game Like two can play that game type of energy. How to lose a guy in 10 days. And that's just for sport. That's just for sport. So you may break up with a lot of people, but after they break up with you or after you break up with them, you make them wake up and realize that they were always dead and that they had something on them. But I don't think you're meant to stay in their life for a long time, but it's a part of your life purpose work to like come across them and like activate them. Holy Spirit, activate, and then send them on their way. All right, so let's see what's manifesting in love on a good note. Let's skip to the good part. I heard that song. So we got action. So if any of you are going out, like you plan on going to like some type of festival, party, family reunion, or if you plan on having like a specific event, some of y'all could be traveling as well, going to someone's house or someone coming to yours. If you plan on doing any like networking, teamwork, or just like being out in your community, you know, just stopping to smell the roses type of energy. Um, it's going to really help because I feel like a lot of you have to transmute. Like you have this ability to literally see supernatural things. You have this ability to really, negativity draws to you so it can be transmuted into positivity. Like point blank, period. And it comes to people. So imagine being a light to all the darkness that's disturbing people, right? You need to be able to recharge yourself. So you getting out into the sun, putting your feet in the grass, making a ritual out of going to the park. You could be 57, 34, 43, 75, whatever your age is. Like Spirit is saying, you're going to meet someone, okay, that may come to you for some type of work that you do. There's something about, you may meet someone and they're feeling like irritated, or they may tell you about some type of disturbance that they have. It feels like they seek you out, just like they may come to your house. You may do work out your home, or they may come to your place of business. But it feels like out in the open, you meet someone, but they're not trying to date you. They're not trying to talk to you. But I do feel like this person is dealing with something. You may be able to intuitively pick up on the fact that they're dealing with something. But this is what's manifesting in love. It's something about getting out of your house. Like you get out of your house and you meet somebody, or you get out of your house and some things occur. The thing that's attracting this person to you is your self respect. Your self respect is making you so romantically attractive. You respect yourself, you have high standards, you love yourself first. This is what this person admires about you, respects about you, and it has something to do with the fact that it's the complete opposite of what they deal with at home. They may deal with a tyrant, okay? Something about they deal with someone differently, okay? You may be able to see what's afflicting this person, but it's like you can't save them from themselves. I'm also seeing that for some of you guys. But this person being able to see you live your life, you know, have your own, or something about that is what's making this person attracted to you. It just feels like this person may not say anything to you much, or they just may look you. This person may be very quiet as well. I feel like they may talk more with their facial expressions or body language. I don't know why I literally saw Insidious. Okay, you remember how some of y'all could be Ghostbusters? Like maybe you travel to other people's homes or you've been to other people's, homes or whatever to like clear the energy or, remove certain that bad vibes. But it's like this is somewhere where it's like no matter how many times you remove it, it keeps coming back. And I feel like it's because somebody is like under some type of spell or illusion. But this spell or illusion doesn't work anymore after experiencing this sunflower. Take it how it resonates. Hard work. Yeah. Hard work to unlock your potential. Things in life won't come easy. Learning the value of hard work. Yeah, I feel like this is something where Taurus, I think it's you, but there's something to do with culture here. There may be a contract that is culturally binding a situation. It's something about attachment to self and existence, soul meant to transcend all cultures, deep connection to ancestors. Contract stop serving your growth, freeing yourself from a soul contract, altering your divine blueprint. Yeah, you're living your authentic life, and someone else meets you, and they are having some unresolved childhood scars. They may have hit rock bottom. I feel like you meet someone and you just know that this person is stuck in some type of contract, and it's harder. Like I said, this could be a client for you, or this could be someone that you work with. Or when you meet someone, you just know off rip like what's binding them, because you are living in your true authentic form. You're living your truth, and this person is, for some of you, this person's inner child is whooping that ass, okay? Like a lot of people don't know this, or well, from my experience. But when you ignore your inner child, imagine the younger version of you sitting on your dresser, harassing you, because you're not listening to it. It's like a shadow, yeah. What lies beneath the surface is this is very difficult because I feel like Taurus, if you're living your true authentic life and you're taking action and you're doing what it is that you want to do, it's really hard to find someone on your level. It's really hard to find someone on your spiritual level. You feel me? So it's like, what are we supposed to do? I don't know. Let's see. What are they supposed to? What's this message about, spirit? Show me, please. No matter who is coming towards you, spirit is saying it's gonna always be hard work involved with trying to date any culture, whether it's in your culture, whether it's in another person's culture. This is like a universal thing. Collectively, inner child wounds are really being explored right now. You know what I'm saying? Three of Swords. A lot of people are healing. Hey, Lord of mercy. Thank you, Drea. That just keep planting flowers.
Still recording?
No, I'm live. Hold on. Let's see. Hmm. Okay, so whoever this person is that's coming towards you, that's a lot of energies here. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna start calling them out. There's one energy here that's manifesting in love towards you. This person at one point in their life used to be just as successful as you, or they used to have some type of level of success, fame, recognition, image, reputation. Okay. They may, I feel like this is someone that lost it all. Okay. They lost it all and they're not sure why they lost it all. But they do feel like the reason they lost it all was in some type of connection with you. They feel like they lost some type of financial gain, some type of momentum, manifestation after coming in contact with your ass. That's what they saying, okay, Taurus? That's what this energy is trying to say. The other energy is receiving a lot of success, okay? That first energy may have ghosted you or ignored you or something like that, but they have sleepless nights over you. The second energy is it feels like this second energy is single, okay? But whatever is supernaturally affecting this person, whether it's their inner child or something supernatural, they have commitment issues. It feels like this person may be a workaholic or someone that is extremely focused on never being broke another day in their life. So they work tirelessly and they have no time for relationships or dating or being involved with anyone else. That is something, their childhood is what causes that person to be so rigid on themselves. They could be a Taurus as well, or they could have like fixed placements, Aquarius. I think it's Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus. All right. Either way, like this is someone that may drink like Red Bulls or they may drink certain things to like keep them up. You know what I mean? Because they just feel like they have to work super hard. Life ain't easy. This is someone that has a distorted perspective around material wealth. But they don't want anyone else. This is someone at the same time that doesn't want anyone else to say that had to they had to ask them for help. This is someone that's very prideful. They don't want to have to be in a position. They don't want to ever go back to the strip club, the po house, and they damn sure don't want to have to say that you had to help them achieve some level of success. So, either way, it's like distorted realities, you know? Working 9 to 5. Gotta get on down, down the road. Yeah, this may be a very lonely person, okay? Very lonely person. Childhood wounds. This is maybe someone that literally rides. Take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Yeah, this is someone that may ride a horse or they may ride they bike, they truck. So they bike. Shit. They may ride they car or your truck or something, because you know that the 6 of Wands, they on a horse. You see that horse? They may ride their horse and they may really work long hours and they don't really have a lot of time. Mm-mm. They don't really have a lot of time off work. They don't really have a lot of money. There's something about whoever is manifesting towards you feels like they don't have enough to offer you. Period. No matter the scenario, they feel like, look at this. This person look like they in the sun wearing sunglasses and they damn near naked. This person over here feel like they don't have enough to offer. Okay? So it's an insecurity. Insecurity. And it creates a lot of anxiety and a lot of worry. This person may have been very codependent on someone, but this person is missing something. They're missing culture, a connection that connects them to something deeper than just superficial, and they want it. That's what I see here. They want that. Oh, Taurus. Taurus, are you capping? Taurus, are you capping? Taurus, I think you're capping. Mm-hmm. This is straight up cap. So whichever one of you is in this position where you're living in your authentic truth and you're being yourself, you may have been misleading somebody. Okay, because you have the high priest and the seven of swords. This is like communicating with your eyes, being very mysterious but tricky at the same time. Okay, so you may not even really be trying. You may be saying like, "Oh, I'm not even really focused." But if you see a person on the street and they look good, this is like you would give them that eye, you would give them that eye, or you give them that look. You may not say nothing. You may not say nothing. You may not really reveal your hand, but you leave crumbs or you leave a trail of something. Look at this. Seven of swords with the high priestess. Come on. I mean, you're moving pieces on a board, but you're doing it under the table or you're doing it in the spiritual realm. You're not doing it at face value. You're not doing it boldly. You're This is kind of like when you drop a handkerchief and you leave a mess. That's like, it's real discreet, but you're putting on a persona like like you're not looking. So this is like, I'm looking away, but I'm looking at you, but I'm looking away and I'm not interested. Look the other way. What the And then if a person approaches you, you probably act like you're not interested or act like you got a lot going on. And you probably do have a lot going on, but that don't mean you wasn't looking at them too. That's the type of energy that I see here. Oh, I'm just on my way to work. Nothing's going on. That extra giggle, all right? That thing you do when you sit up straight or you fix your shirt or you make sure nothing's on your face. That type of energy. That's what this is. Oh my god. Oh, okay. So here's what's interesting, okay? Because whoever this energy is over here, they've already picked up on this little charades masquerade that you're putting on over there. They've already picked up on that. They got the message. However, when this person manifests, how you're gonna know this person is they're gonna let you. They can clearly see the plot here. All right, and the King of Swords is wise, very wise. This person is patient at the same time. They know eventually you'll come around. That's what they're saying. Eventually you'll come around when you're ready. But how this person assures accuracy, how this person assures a sure thing, or um, this is a fisherman, okay? How this person assures themselves. All right, this person is playing chess, not checkers. Okay, this is someone that legit understands that with with your type, anyone that approaches you, you're gonna automatically shoot. You're gonna automatically dismiss them. You'll friend zone them. You'll do certain things that kind of, you know, they're like child's play. But when a person ignores you, that gets your attention. Mm-hmm. It's something about when a person ignores you. It gets your attention. And this person knows that. I'm going to let you come to me. I'm going to let you walk all the way over on the other side of the room. And because I know you'll never do it, we're going to just have to go ahead and have a match. Yeah. This person is like we're just gonna have to go to see. We're gonna have to test my patience in comparison to your willpower. But this person knows, they've studied you. Some of you, they studied they may be really good at studying like your birth chart, or they may really know how to read a person. They may be good at astral traveling as well, or connecting directly with your higher self. But this is someone that, dang, Taurus, I don't know. I think you may meet someone that you think that you're helping or that you're healing, but really they're here to heal you. But no one else can tell you about yourself because you wear this mask very well. But this person, they're going to allow you to think that they're your student, but really you're their student. Damn. Okay then. And Spirit said that's period. That's period. But when they're done with you, then you'll really be able to recognize your power. Damn, this person is off the chain. Talk about a game of cat and mouse. Tom and Jerry. It's manifesting in love, Spirit, for Taurus. Yeah, I'm telling you, you have a toxic pattern. You like, you have a pattern that's existing. But I'm telling you, this feels like someone new. Mm-hmm. But you're not gonna see this one coming. I don't see um I don't see I see, like I said, I see the past, but like I said, there is all of these people that are coming to you from the past are just transformation. And divine timing is still, it goes back to the beginning message when I said your life purpose is all about trust. You learning how to trust divine timing. You learning how to trust in your instincts and knowing what lessons you're not meant to repeat. You know, but there's still this energy of like, I keep on repeating the same toxic patterns and falling in the same loopholes because of some type of resistance to this transformation. You're not really ready to break this toxic way of, you know, engaging spiritually with people. Spirit is saying, when you get a good thing, you're going to know how, when spirit is done transforming you, when these past connections are done transforming you, when you get a good thing, you're going to finally know how to treat it. Because spirit is saying, you may think that you know how to treat a person. You may think that you know how to maintain a relationship and be compassionate and all these different things based off of what you were willing to give someone in your past. But based off the things that you were willing to give someone in your past, they took it all. You have nothing to give yet. And a part of you being able to give something is you re-identifying with your sexuality, whether you're a male or a female, from a different point of view, a different perspective. Just withholding sex is not a direct reflection of the reason how you got here or the reason how you got to the point of repeating the same repetitive cycles. It has nothing to do with that alone. It has everything to do with the fact that from the very beginning, the moment you saw something that you wanted, you fell for the superficial desires of your flesh. Now, does celibacy and all those things allow you to really tap into what really the difference between real love and superficial love, or the levels of love? Yes. From the flesh perspective to a higher perspective, absolutely. In that time you take to yourself, you're able to see how, a person has less patience for you through just conversation because they want to skip 10 steps. Once upon a time on your journey, you were willing to, just go into a situation very hastily, fall in love, hopeless romantic type of energy, and give something your all, but it was never worth your all. But you deemed it worth your all because you, I feel like you may have externalized it and said, I gave that person my all because they said they were going to be different, or they said that they were going to love me right. But really, the moment that you saw that person, you had already decided that you were going to give them your all. They never had to work for it from then. And at some point, you got to a point where you realized that you weren't getting anything out of it, but you went into the situation with the intention of, how can it benefit you? How can I get some guarantee I'm gonna get something out of this relationship? So tying yourself to someone as a need for comfort. I don't want to be alone. Yeah. And then some of you guys, you can't resist but to, whether it's spiritually, physically, or mentally, fantasize, daydream, or ponder on a person. You do look back. You do. When you can't sleep at night and there's nothing else to do. Is that person suffering? Do they miss me? Did I make the right decision? Spirit sees everything. There's nothing that spirit doesn't see. Are they ready to change and be with me? And spirit is listening to all your thoughts that you don't say out loud, but you calculate, you strategically calculate. Your intentions are there. They're never not there. I'm going to love myself. The reasons why you're doing it, the reasons why you're willing to transform are always based on give and receive. What am I going to get out of it? What am I getting out of it? And this is how you handle spirit. This is what spirit's saying with the Ace of Swords. What do I get out of it? If I do all this work on myself and I transform, what am I going to get? What is my guarantee, spirit? What are you going to give me? All I want to do is be able to be with my person and have great sex for the rest of my life and never have to worry about someone betraying me. Sound like small things to a giant. But one thing about Saturn energy is Saturn will teach you to humble yourself. Saturn will teach you that it doesn't work for anyone else. It doesn't work for you. You do not employ spirit. Damn. Some of y'all, this has been like a long 3 years with the Three of Wands. I don't know, something may have happened 3 years ago. I can see the loss here and things like that, but something is coming up very soon. Like very, very soon. You got a gift coming in and it is a purpose here. You have a really good thing coming, but there is something missing. There's something still lingering. And spirit is trying to get you to be ready for it. But it's like almost still trying to decide. It's like every time this energy comes through, like this new energy comes through, I don't think you're able to pick up on this energy because the energy that is coming out, it feels like it's a reminder of your past, right? It feels like it's a reminder of your past connections that had inner child wounds and all this other stuff and all that drama, right? But really, I feel like you can't pick up on this person's energy because the energy that you're picking up on is yourself. This person isn't even showing you themselves. They're only showing you a reflection of yourself. But you're thinking that it's just someone from your past. And the more that you keep thinking it's someone from your past, it triggers you. It's not what you want to hear. But this energy is pretty much like this energy is exposing a void within you that you're unable to see. It's very, very interesting. Yeah. Ace of Swords. Communication. This is a very, very intellectual person. This person needs you to purge. This person need this energy here wants you to cry. Needs you to cry, needs you to be emotional, needs you to purge. Something that you need to purge in order for this energy to come through. In order for this gift to come through. This North Node, purpose, divine feminine, like in order for you to ascend to the next level where your energies will be able to align, you have to ascend to another level. Okay? For some of you, you have foul and divorce, chemistry, and single parents. Dealing with regret and separation from gold diggers, okay? Falling in love with soul ties. You know, ancestors are trying to give you like inspiration or hints about this, but I feel like you're so close. Dang. But it's like standing at the door for so long, but the damn door won't open. You know what I'm saying? Like standing at the meet me at the crossroads so you won't be lonely. Meet me at the crossroads so you won't be lonely. And I'm gonna tell everybody. Gonna tell everybody. For someone, okay, this could be someone on the other side that is in the kitchen mixing it like it's stir fry. They could be literally, you know, triggering you and trying to get you to heal so you can become open to love again. Oh shit. Mm-hmm. Baby girl, I'm him. Baby girl, I'm him. Baby girl, I'm him. You have somebody that wants you. You have somebody that wants you. They want to heal you. They want you. They love you. But there's something about being emotionally unavailable. All right, due to a karmic partner or being emotionally unavailable in general to any relationships that require learning or experiencing any type of ups and downs, disappointments. Um, yeah, this is essentially saying like not knowing how to confront insecurities to be in a relationship, not knowing how to be in a relationship and just being left cold hearted. So I feel like some of you guys are getting a message from, you know, love ones from the other side that are trying to tell you like love is right in front of you, but you may be struggling with being open to, I don't want a relationship. This is like, I don't want a relationship that requires me to go through any experiences. I already did that. I don't want to have to go through certain lessons with someone that they should have learned that with the other person. Go learn that with the karmic and come back to me when you're perfect. This is what this is. You know? And the truth of the matter is no relation is perfect. It's not perfect. You work through these things. You build. You run to each other rather than away from each other. You tell each other when you're being assholes. You cry. But if someone else or the past, whatever's happened in the past, whether it's with a person or without the person, is still something that is that you're holding on in your heart, and it's hard to really ever give to another soul that requires more lessons or more experience, then you're not ready to love another person. And all you're going to have to give is a very distorted reality around how your expectations of another person should be. But you have grace for yourself because of the things you went through. You won't be able to empathize with nobody else outside of yourself. And one of the hardest things that I see here being a thing is it may be easier talking to someone, dating someone, getting to know them, but as far as like being intimate on an intimate, sexual, whatever type of level, it's like things become very emotionally imbalanced. I feel like you may even blame the other person at times for whatever emotion, unstable emotions that comes up through the act of intercourse or intimacy, affection. Thank you guys for the super chats. I appreciate it. Like, what is this? Oh, yeah. The grass is always greener on the other side syndrome. That's not a real syndrome. I don't know if it is, but I do feel like there is this energy where it's like waiting for someone to come in that has so much love for you and is willing to give you so much love that you never got, that finally allows you or makes you feel safe enough to love another person back. So it's like, in order for me to love you, you have to, this person or anyone that comes towards you has to be willing to sacrifice themselves and be completely vulnerable. And this is like you stripping them down to nothing, but you still got your clothes on, and asking them to tell you all their deepest, darkest secrets. From my personal experience, I'm going to say this. It is extremely hard to be vulnerable with anybody, okay? It is extremely hard to be vulnerable with anybody. Family, friends, relationships, when you've been hurt. I know what that looks like. I know how that feels. I also know what it feels like to let that pain go, right? And a part of letting that pain go, if I could describe it, it was kind of like allowing a person to walk up to you and just stab you right in the heart over and over again. And even though they stabbed you, right? Or even though they said words that cut you, or they did things, still being vulnerable, still being able to say I love you and really mean it. Still being able to look at that person and not take it personal. Not make it about your pain in the middle of their pain, but being able to identify that that person is in pain, that person is hurting, and it's not personal. It's not easy. And a lot of times people are not going to want to hear you tell them the truth. You know, it does hurt. It does. But it feels so much better to walk with a lighter heart than it does a heavy heart. And sometimes we just don't have anyone that has the emotional capacity to listen to someone else's pain outside of their own. You know, and sometimes you want to feel like someone heard you and that you're not just writing it on a piece of paper and burning it. You sometimes you want to tell those people, and you may not have all the right words to say, but give yourself that. It just liberates you. It's so crazy because even if you feel like, well, they had no obligation anyway, they were karmic, or I'm done with them anyway, they were karmic. Those karmic relationships, those karmic soulmates, family, friends have has left you emotionally locked away, which means they walked away taking something from you and you're wearing it like a badge of honor. I went through that. Now give me my prize. I went through that. Now I'm ready for my reward. The only reason why these karmic partners were able to lock and bind you like that was because you blamed yourself for even allowing yourself to fall for that person, even committing yourself to that person. You kind of like took responsibility, like, okay, that's my fault. I'll take that L. And kind of like absorbing that responsibility from a space of like, nah, I just want to get over it, is kind of like taking that, like just taking it in, and there's no transmutation happening. There's no transmutation in this. This is just like, I should have known better. I should have did better. I'll do better differently. I'll do better next time. I won't allow another person to ever do that to me again. I'm gonna start learning how to tell the difference between karmic and good and this and that. And at the end of the day, no one is perfect. And no relationship that you've ever been through was a mistake. No relationship that you've ever endured or that you've ever had to grow through and experience trials and tribulations was a mistake. It was not a punishment. It was not, you didn't make the wrong choice. You made the right choice. And I know it's difficult to hear that, but it was always the right choice. The question is, how have you resolved it? And is the resolve yielding you the outcome for your highest and greatest good? Is it yielding you the experience you want to have afterwards? And if it's not yielding you the fruits of what it was meant to, then at some point the ground stopped being fertile and everything stopped growing and it stunted your growth. So if I'm going to unleash you, if I'm going to speak to you and tell you this is this and that is that, when you're ready, it's going to always be here. But the key to unlocking yourself, the key to setting yourself free, is spirit. What is it? Because I don't fucking know. I'm just kidding. Hold on, let me channel. Let me channel and see what Spirit tell me. Spirit, what's the key? We need a higher love. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm. All right, so we need a higher love. We need to be able to see love from a higher perspective. We need to be able to see it like a video game. We need to take ourselves out of first person and see it from a third person point of view and look down at the scenario or the situation from a bird's eye view. These karmic partners, family, friends, it builds character. Um, makes you it develops you into a version of yourself that's waiting to be experienced. It's like a double-edged sword. It hurts, but it man will it hurt. You know, it's like it hurts, but it feels good at the same time. It's meant to feel good. It's meant to feel like ecstasy. Okay, I know it sounds weird, but it's meant to feel high. It is. It's really meant to make you feel lighter, not heavier. Hmm. I just looked at my wrist. I got time today. If I could you get out of line today. You hear this be real. All right. Something about fake people. You try to protect yourself from fake people. Um, loyalty is comfort to a fool. The idea that these expectations will help you avoid certain things is comfort to a fool. Responsibility is only a true statement based off of those that uphold it. So if you have a relationship with someone, becoming comfortable with giving responsibilities, okay? I feel like there is a responsibility that we all hold, but a lot of times that's like saying a card wouldn't be called a card unless someone had to take the time to determine that this was going to be called a card, right? It's that same concept. There are some people that experience the pages in the book, and there are some people that create the book. The difference between the author and the reader is that you are the ones that are naming and creating the books that the rest of the world will learn from. So your point of view is going to be unique. It's going to be eccentric and unique at that. It's going to be probably tragic. You have to see that as an honor. I'm honored to have had that experience with you. I'm honored that you were able to help me experience this aspect of myself. I got to give credit where credit's due. I'm thankful for being starved as a child. I am actually If I didn't experience that, right? If I didn't experience that and I didn't live to share with another person how I spoke to myself throughout those days of being starved, if I didn't tell, if I wasn't able to make it out on the other side and say that every day I sung a song to quiet the growls in my stomach, you wouldn't be able to know that it is possible to pretty much outwit your experience. You don't have to just cope. You can transcend that experience from a different perspective. It's one of those things where those are the people that make it to the other side of something and they share how they did it, how they spoke to themselves. It's the intricate details that no one else can really explain. That makes your pain a purpose, on purpose. It liberates you. And at the same time, the amount of grace that you set yourself apart with the other person that you experience the facilitation or the simulation with, you're able to see that that soul gave you a perspective that only they could give you. And that soul gave you the greatest gift. It's the gift that keeps giving. You weren't meant to die. You weren't meant to perish. You weren't meant to be stricken. You know what I'm saying? You weren't, that wasn't the end for you. You may not have been able to see it while going through it. You may have felt like, God, how much longer? Right? But I'm telling you, it's something about the perspective you have and you speaking your perspective, or you speaking your, you using your voice to really unleash yourself, okay, and dive into that darkness and be able to teleport yourself back to that version of you 6 years ago and speak directly to her. You're time traveling at that point. You yourself are going into a state of transition, and that's your future self going to your past self and saying, you know, you will make it to the other side of this. This won't be the end of you. It was you as the creator that spoke to you 6 years ago when you went through that. That spoke to you when you were a child, when you went through that. You were never alone. You just can't remember. That versions of your future self was always coming back. And that's for those of you where that resonates, right? But ultimately, there is a period in your life that wants to help you reconcile with a memory. And I feel like it's not just, about emotionally letting go and thinking about whatever happened then, but write a petition to yourself, okay? And allow your future self to go back to that moment and speak directly to yourself. And everything that you wish you would have had during that time, whether it was from another person or from God, go back and give it to yourself. Go back and hug yourself. Go back and love on yourself. Go back and really astro travel. Essentially, that's what that is. Quantum heal, quantum leap, whatever it is. Like, it's a real thing. Take it to the next level. Take it to the moon. Take it to the stars. You never thought you would make it this far, but you did it. So reconcile with that karmic partner, not from this point where they're looking at you and apologizing and wanting to make things right, but go back to that moment in time where you looked at the person that you considered a villain in the face. And I want you to ask yourself, if you can believe in reincarnation and you can believe that our souls are connected to an infinite source, then we are experiencing ourselves, which means the karmic partner that hurt you is also an expression of you. But you would never view yourself as being the bad guy, right? No one wants to view themselves as being the bad guy. But someone got to be the bad guy in order for you to be able to say that this experience helped shape you or build your character. So you and that karmic partner said, I like a challenge. I want you to do something. I want you to play this role for me. It's going to help me grow. It's going to help me do X, Y, and Z. And then that person is saying, you know, well, I don't know. Last time we tried to play this role, you damn near killed me. Okay. And that person is like, and you're like, no, no, no. This time I'm going to do it differently. This time I'm going to really ascend. I'm going to really take it to the moon. I'm going to do it differently this time. I'm not going to let you break me this time. You know what I'm saying? And then you get, and they're like, all right, I'm going to sign that contract with you. I'm not going to look like myself. You ain't going to recognize me. And you're like, yeah, 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 yeah. But I know you. We always do this. We know what we're doing. And then you come here and you experience the experience. But sometimes, like I said, pain becomes blockages in our human experience. Pain becomes blockage. Which stops everything. Everything just goes into waiting, waiting, and we're waiting because Saturn says that as the father, you need to return to source and you need to see where this stems from and you need to be able to remember before you can move on. Otherwise, you will only go out and continue creating more destruction and hurting more players that have already ascended. So, I hope that helps because that's just what I felt on my heart to say. And yeah, with this right here, everybody pays for pain when this is stay here. Like, you ever seen Mother Nature mad? Oh my God. And that's your feminine. That's the creator side of you going through those that's changes. Why would I create something like that for myself? That doesn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? That's the feminine energy really trying to reconcile with what all that means. Everyone has a feminine energy. So your cup subconscious is trying to make sense of the chaos inside of that heart chakra. And the only thing that the subconscious mind is going to do is keep procreating off that chaos until you restore the heart of Tafiti. I got stuck on that, y'all. I was having a hard time, but I hope it makes it to who it's meant for. All right, let's see. So let's see what's manifesting in money. Shmoney. Cardi. All right, so I'm seeing personal power. Oh, 8, 9, 10. All right, I'm seeing you got a couple moves under your slip, like under your sleeve. Like you got some plays that you can make with the right people on your team. Things can really work out for you. I feel like again with this trust, there's something about trust. You may be really used to doing things all by yourself, and that's like a strength for you. In this season of manifestation, I feel like you're going to be venturing down a path of your weaknesses, okay? You may be experiencing struggles with trying to push through and do things your way. Like, all I got to do is focus more. I need to be more confident. I need to have more control. I need to get more order in order to really experience the type of financial success and growth that you want to experience. What you need to know, Taurus, is that in this season, and Spirit is saying it ain't gonna last always. Trouble don't last always. But you see here, you have 8 and 8 and 28. That's 888. You've already learned how to do things by yourself. You've already mastered, or you're really good at playing by yourself, but you haven't really mastered how to be a team player. You haven't really mastered how to not motivate people to get them to do what you want them to do, but you haven't really practiced with relationships. And this money is a relationship, okay? Money is a relationship. The people that we make connections with are relationships. It's still love, it's still relationships. If you're scared of trusting people outside of yourself, you won't be able to make the proper alliances with people all over the world that help. You won't be able to even attract the right people towards you that want to help you get to the next level. There's some type of past life phobia. Like, you may deal with social anxiety, or when people come too close, it's like, oh, I don't know if I can trust you. Or you may be very sensitive when the environment is not everyone's speaking at the same time, and all these other ideas, and considering more than other people, other considering other people outside of just yourself. Taurus, you get shit done. When you get stuff done, you just need people to learn how to take orders. I feel like you just need people to learn how to, when I move, you move, just like that. Like, let you run the play and they do the quarterback. Like, I quarterback the play, you run out there, you do the hard. You need some, this is like employees. So, oh man. For whoever this is manifesting for, when it comes to career and finances, you're going to be working on alliances. You're going to be working on what's compatible for you. What is compatible for you? Not what you feel like you can make happen, but this is like allowing things to happen, trusting other people, and learning how to allow other people to make mistakes, Taurus. Allow other people to make you anxious without having to double check and triple check and cross reference, and just without having to, like, please God, do not let this person fuck up, a good deal for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let this person mess up a good thing I got going in my work life. And I feel like through this experience, you're going to realize that through humility, being selfless and through humility, that people just gravitate to you. They just love you. And you may be even like there's some fears around really stepping out and being vulnerable, even like on public platforms, or just there's a phobia that wants to be healed. That's what I feel like here. And it has something to do with trust. Some of you, it looks like you will be doing something like owning your, having your own business, like storefront. If this could be a storefront or your own location, it's not it's not what you know, but it's who you know. That may have been like a true story for you, and maybe you've had people that kind of like abused their managerial or boss powers and tried to like keep you underneath them, or like slow down your business success, or slow down your promotions, or you being able to excel at your job. You're going to get to a point where you're going to conquer your fear, and you're going to be like, you know what? There are people out there in the world that do fuck with me. There are people out there that in the world that I can trust, that I am compatible with. And I feel like your desire to want to connect with those people just like you is going to attract them right to you, essentially. And you're going to just be like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm facing my fears. I'm getting back out there. I'm getting back out there, and I'm going to connect and network. But I feel like the underlying thing here is you have all this power at your will, but it's definitely some type of phobia here. I told y'all, some of y'all, like I told you, speakers, get your message heard and get noticed. You have much to share with the world. Consider careers in radio, public relations, or anything in communication. The only thing holding you back is your inability to speak your truth. Just like I was saying, angelic help. This is a time to trust, again with that trust word, in the universe, and know you will be provided for. There is a career or blessing lining up for you, so stay positive and believe. Pay attention to the signs your angels send you during this time. Easy does it. It's going to take time to grow. Slow and steady wins the race. This is not a good time to rush. Pay attention to every detail. Careful not to get involved with any get rich quick schemes. Right? You have investments at the bottom of the deck. Finances are looking good and growing. This is a great time to invest, set a strong foundation, and you will see the fruits of your labor. All right. Like, bottom line, this is like very straightforward. Believing that you can do this is important, and the right people will find you. And you got all this angelic help. Y'all got this. That's what's manifesting. And I feel like something is budding, or something is growing. It may be not growing as fast as you may want it to grow, or you know, it may be something that requires more consistency versus, yeah, like competition. Something about competition as well. So what's manifesting is, like I said, with this voice here, um, yeah, you're meant to be like a motivational speaker, inspirational person. Eight of Cups. You have like so many like you have so many 8 of Cup experiences like in your arsenal, like in your bag. Like use one of them. That's what Spirit is saying. You have the personal power to use one of them. Some of you have already done that and you are doing it, and you're bossing up every single day. You know what I'm saying? Through your elevation, other people are inspired to that they can do the same thing. I feel like you're some type of trailblazer, doing what you love. Some of you doing what you love online and being very successful at doing it, being known around the world. Like, look at that, the devil. Oh, let me see. Want me to help you? Hold on. Go that way. Hold on, y'all. My son, he needs some help. Here. Wait. Here, take this. Take this with you. Here. Gracias. Gracias. Oh my God, y'all. All right. I see people like there is someone that wants to connect with you. They want to collaborate with you. It's not really a collaboration. You're going to notice that a lot of people want to promote you. They want to sign you. They want you to sign some type of contract. All right. That you may get contract offers, contract deals. You're going to be successful off your own strength. You don't need allegiance to someone that will compromise you being able to be your true authentic self. So let's say you were an artist, right? You may feel like it'll be a lot easier to get a deal with a producer, and they give you the money up front, and you feel more secure that you're going to get where you want to go faster. Spirit is saying you don't have to go that route. You can do this off your own strength, and you have a plethora of albums, mixtapes, or whatever playlists that you can upload, and it will inspire many people. And it's just coming from you reflecting on your path and reflecting on your past and how you overcame different things. So it's either you're going to trust mankind or the system, or you're going to be a trailblazer and trust the universe and allow that to bring you the confidence that you need to step really into your full authentic power. Because I feel like the devil is in the details when it comes to this. That's why it says pay attention to the signs that your angels are trying to give you right now, because these are contracts, deals, connections that could very well end up being, you know, you're getting the shorter end of the stick. Yeah, they're going to walk away. They going to play the game dirty on you. All right. And then look at that. The objective is to do like a switcheroo. You didn't even see it coming. Hey, had it coming. That's what that is. So that's just an example of what I see here. But ultimately, no matter what it is that you're doing for business wise, like Spirit is saying, don't be fooled by nobody trying to swindle you or trick you into making you believe that you need to rely on another person outside yourself in order to get somewhere quickly. They could have the cars, they could have the lifestyle, they could know more than you. It don't even matter. There's also this energy about, you not taskmastering yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like not becoming a workaholic, okay? Because something is manifesting, but I feel like the only time this momentum slows down is when you start feeling like it's not going as quickly as you may want it to go, or it's moving very slow, or you're not getting the reciprocity that you're looking for. There's something about you, this is like raw, this I always say raw creator energy, but listen, the Ace of Wands, inspired action. What does that mean? I'm not going to get up and do a goddamn thing until I feel inspired action. I'm not going to leave my house to go and do anything for anyone until I feel inspired to do so. That's trusting the universe. But when you say, oh my God, I got to get up, I got to be this, I have to, I have to work 8, 12, 10 hours a day in order to feel like I did something worth my time. That's obsessively becoming a workaholic. And what you're pulling on is your attachment to the material thing, the material world, the material comfort of those guarantees that if I put in the hard blood, sweat, and tears, I'm supposed to get what I'm supposed to get. Right? That closes up your energy. That makes you, that slows it down, is what they're saying. But when you take inspired action, like, oh my God, I got a creative idea, I got a creative nudge. Let me take that and whoop de whoop de whoop. And it just happens naturally. It just like, you may be hearing those thoughts like, you know, it ain't never gonna work. Use that like, when a little devil be on your shoulder telling you what you're not gonna be able to do. See, me and that devil, we talk often. I be like, what's up? We sit down and we go into a little spiritual room, and the devil starts telling me certain things to get me in my own way. And I have this interview with this vampire. And while we're playing this chess game, every time we play this chess game, I get better and better. Sometimes he wins and sometimes I lose. But every time, no matter how many times I fall down, I come back to the table and I make another play. So essentially, that's what Spirit is saying. Like, your thoughts are really your friend. Your negative thoughts can be your friend if you want it to be. Your the devil or the addiction or whatever it is, you can use it from a different perspective, but at the same time, nah, you just gotta know how to. You just gotta. It's like balance. You know what I'm saying? This is like spirit action, spirit action, but also balancing your ego and your triggers, right? And sometimes your triggers work to your advantage because you can utilize it as a resource or a tool to help you get out of your own way, right? It's like going in the mirror and talking shit. Sometimes if you're having a blockage, you go in a mirror and you be like, you know, you talk to yourself, listen, get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? You talk to yourself, that's you talking to aspects of yourself. It's like, this is personal power. This is your personal power. So Spirit is saying it is going to continue growing. It is going to look the way you want it to look. Look, you start with a page of wands. You see what I'm saying? Starting with a page of wands. But this is an offer. This is what you're offering. So Spirit is saying, you bring the tool. What's your medium? Are you using a microphone, tarot cards? Are you using written word, spoken word? What's your medium? Once you select your medium, Spirit is saying, I got you with the rest. You just got to keep showing up and listen, be able to receive the messages and the resonance that's necessary for you to know when to move and when not to move. You see what I'm saying? To know when to jump on something and when not to jump on something. It's easier to move when spirit move than it is to move on your own and you get hit by a fucking a train. So yeah, this is like this is the best way to counteract that lack mentality, right? All right, this is balancing as well, reaping what you sow, what you focus on. Focusing on what you do want is gonna always bring you what the harvest or the fruits of your labor. The more you focus on what you do want, that's look at that spirit. You look at that. I cannot. There's some self-made entrepreneur stuff out here. That's what's manifesting. And it's more where that came from. Hold on. Help your brother. He's having a hard time. Is he okay? Oh, cause he keeps swallowing it. He's okay. All right. We almost there. All right. So Spirit's message to you is stuck energy in reverse. Go in there. Well, go communicate. Um, yeah, a lot is being revealed to you. Reconciling with a previous, um, yeah, Spirit is saying you got to get unstuck. Reconciling with something as well. For someone here, there's this energy where in a past life, I'm gonna tell you this right now. So we finna do like a little Akashic thing. For those of you that have Akashic records of experiences where in a past life you may have been the person in between two people. So you may have had one person trying to tell you what you should do and the other person telling you what you should or shouldn't do. And based off this obligation, you froze. It's like giving me Shango energy. All right. You froze, and instead of making any decision, you kind of like escaped away from the situation because it was like too much. It was too much pressure. So in this past life, the people that you love may have went hungry, or they may have starved, or you may have had to experience poverty because you internalize the blame or the responsibility for not being able to make a decision for yourself, based off of the decision that you wanted. For some of you, you were in the balance of on the other end. You know what I'm saying? Like, I trusted you. I relied on you to make the right decision, and you failed, and I had to suffer. So there's something about in a past life going through like food, hunger, and poverty from going through these experiences of lack. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong, Poppy? What's wrong? Come here. So you guys, I'm about to get off live real quick. My baby's crying and I don't know what's wrong with him. What's wrong, Papa? You don't know? You need me? Okay. All right, Taurus. I love you guys, but my baby needs me now. Um, we'll catch back up another time, okay? I love you, Taurus, and thank you for all of your consideration. Come on, Jojo. All right, bye, Taurus. You don't feel good? No? No. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to end it. It's not working.